Hello, thanks for joining us at Witchy Works Restorations and Wooden Boat Preservation. My name's Ron Green. This handsome guy is First Mate Tiller, and we'd like to thank you for your interest in our wooden boat restoration, classic yacht Morganna.
Well, she was discovered moored on Blackwell Island on Idaho's Lake Coeur d'Alene, unused in a depleted state in the spring of 1995. I was bewitched, a Lake Union-era dreamboat from the Pacific Northwest golden age of carvel hull wooden boat construction. Wow, an amazing vintage yacht.
To me, she is a sorceress, and there she goes.
Morganna needed a complete restoration. She was rotten in her stem and transom, deteriorated canvas, varnish, and coatings, dry rot, and some missing or incorrect parts, and a total engine rebuild was needed. But what a beauty! Imposing wheelhouse, arch-top storing windows, lots of bright work, and some bronze. Currently powered by a late 1940s Chrysler Crown gas, flathead 6-cylinder, 115 horsepower engine, added in 1960 on freshwater Ponderay Lake, replacing her early one-lunger. She was built in 1931 by the Schertzer Brothers Boat and Machine Works in Seattle, Washington. 30 by 8.5 feet, a trunk cabin style cruiser made from mahogany, cedar, oak, and bronze. An antique classic with the 30s vibe and artistic style. Well, as a boy, I grew up going to Seattle, seeing the World's Fair and the Beatles in '64 and the old wooden boats. I think it started with the Fort Under the Stairs, the Boyhead Tree House, the VW hippie van. I kind of was a prime candidate for the wooden boat addiction. A deal was struck. Surveyed and moved to our restoration shop in Spokane, Washington, thus started a 24-year evening weekend adventure. Cabin demolition, media blasting, rebuilt stem and transom, 80% original hull, a West System barrier coat, and epoxy seams with no glass fiber. New hatch cover, aft deck, skylight or pigeon house, recanvased deck, and mast. All new systems, steering, plumbing, electrical with 12-volt upgrade, electronics, restructured cabin and rebuilt helm with period instruments, a new cockpit, lazarette layout, parquet sole, marine fireplace, and leaded art glass. New galley, expanding bunk, chart layout, all new safety glass, restructured head and hanging lockers. And all of our fittings, deck hardware, fasteners, are traditional bronze or brass, either new old stock or tarnished up to look old. Built during the Great Depression by Willem and Frank Schertzer in their North Lake Union boat shop, located at the bottom of Stoneway Avenue in Seattle. They were German-American boat builders competing with the best builders and marine designers of the day. The Lake Union Dry Dock Company, the Blanchard Yard, Vic Frank, Ed Monk. Classic Yacht Association pages show that their 7 shirts are still existing in 2021. Limited history and paperwork show that Morganna was moored at the Tacoma Yacht Club during the 40s and was licensed to cruise local waters during World War II. I guess presumably looking for Japanese submarines. Must have had a radio. Her original life ring shows Prince Rupert Tacoma distinction, and she is rumored to have voyaged through Puget Sound in the Canadian Gulf Islands all the way to the Alaskan border. A vintage 7.5-foot traditional lapstrake rowing dinghy, copper riveted on oak, was restored as a tender. After a 30-year stay on Coeur d'Alene Lake, she returned to the Great Pend Oreille, Bayview, Idaho. Rechristened in August of 2019 at beautiful MacDonald's Resort, where she's our seasonal home. She cradles into a custom trailer and rides to our indoor boat shop for her winter maintenance. Morganna's been my education, obsessive project, and love for years. Thanks, folks.